That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for DeRozan.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And the starting group for the Spurs, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And for Phoenix, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Now here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Wow, you knew that DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
To the paint. Booker the pass to Rubio. Off target from three-point range. And it's DeRozan with the ball for San Antonio. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Rubio against Murray. And the pass to Ayton. He dishes it to Saric. Back to Ayton. Clock at 4. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Rubio against Murray. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Up top, Rubio. He's covered by Murray. The 8-footer, and Ayton with the nice bucket inside.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Aldridge down low. Saric is there. Murray surveying the D. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Derek White is second.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Saric against Aldridge. Pass to Johnson. Booker outside. Here's Ayton. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Outside Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. Side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island, and it's just not fair.
Good point. And he knocks down the first one.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
And it's tied up with that one. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Here's Rubio. Following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Inside, Pirtle with the steal. Murray outside. Rejected by Booker. Pass to Saric. It's stolen by DeRozan. Wide open look here for Murray, and it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Booker. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Aldridge. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
Here's Rubio. Last game he had 12. Saric passes to Rubio. Puts the move on, and it's good on the layup.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
Murray outside. The pass to DeRozan. Over Johnson. And it's DeRozan missing. On offense, here are the Suns. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Here's Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's 6 points for Aldridge.
Smooth off the pick. Aldridge knew he can get an opportunity to finish there.
Booker outside. Pass to Johnson. Pirtle against Ayton. Clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Shot, high post. And it's Ayton missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Murray, good.
There's the floater game. Murray incredibly smooth in everything he does.
The Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now, here's Rubio. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for Dario Saric. Rubio looking it over. Passes it to Diallo. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Rubio right side. Over Murray. Tips it up, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 8 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And here is Murray, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Murray. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. White the pass to Pirtle. Outside DeRozan. Three-pointer. Unable to. And Phoenix will come the other way.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Yep, it counts.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan, it allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Oubre comes in for Johnson, and it's Bridges in for Devin Booker.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Diallo. To the left wing. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership, also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Aldridge.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Got a hand on it.
I think surprising everyone in this arena. Rubio all over it.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Gay outside. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. And there's the pass to Lyles. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns leading by 3. And now the Suns, a fast break. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And that's now 10 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
The Spurs have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Pass to Lyles. Good, nice job down low. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Passes it to Ayton. Right wing, just 5 to shoot. Here's Rubio from beyond the arc and then some. Rubio's got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Lyles. Yes, that goes in. Lyles got his second bucket of the night.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Now here's Rubio. He has 5. Ayton with it. And Rubio kicks to Oubre. Rebound San Antonio.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Mills, and the Spurs scoring again.
Defensively, you play Mills to set up from range, so he sneaks inside the arc and does damage.
And the pass to Oubre. The fadeaway, and it's Ayton missing.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Bellinelli against Bridges. Here's Lyles. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Some changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. And it's Kaminsky in for Shaq Diallo. .124 left to play here in the first. Pass to Lyles. From beyond the arc. Oubre pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rubio in the corner. Here's Baines, covered by Lyles. And Rubio kicks to Bridges. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Suns leading. Rubio outside, passes to Baines. Down low, shot left block, and it's finished off inside by Kaminsky.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Mills looking it over. Pass to Gay. From 11 feet away, Oubre pulls it in. Suns leading by 4. Now Bridges. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Oubre passes to Rubio. Now here's Kaminsky. Back to Rubio. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Ricky Rubio is out there with Bridges. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Baines in at the 5. And so it's San Antonio with it after the missed 3 from Rubio. Here is Forbes, defended by Bridges. 3 on the clock. Lyles no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Baseline jumper, and that one goes long. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. Sharch is checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Ricky Rubio. San Antonio trailing here. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Mills. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Sharch. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Free throw good, Mills. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taking on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
Here's Bridges, and that one's drained from the low block. Bridges has got 6. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's a neck-and-neck game in Phoenix. Now here's Mills, defended by Bridges, and the dunk by Lyles.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Bridges after the basket by San Antonio. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gay kicks to Forbes. The pass to Lyles. And the layup's good off the glass. Lyles got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Booker outside. Back to Bridges. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely, and that one good.
Nice choice by Mills, a guy who loves the pull-up jumper. The floater is very close to that.
Bridges passes to Kaminsky. No good that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. Did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Here's Bridges. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. San Antonio leading. Outside DeRozan. The shot off that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Out to the wing. Bridges against White and stolen by Murray. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Murray outside. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Now, here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Pass to Šarić. Back to Bridges. Clock at 6. Pass to Šarić. The Suns need to get a shot off. Kaminsky misses. Spurs leading by 3. White looking around. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The defensive impact of Jakob Poeltl giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
For San Antonio, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That free throw missing. And coming to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard trade, the Spurs hoping Poeltl can be a difference maker.
You know what, Kevin? Already their best role threat offensively. He rarely misses with his right hand in close.
And he's good on the second. When it comes to just the love for the game, Smitty, does every NBA player have to have that, or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there's some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't, I guess, spill over to the guys that love it. There's some plays, I played with some players, after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, of watching the game, playing the game, but when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There's some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you loved the game.
I still love it, Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. I know you do.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 12. Booker outside. Aldridge against Saric. That shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
You know, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
And he can't get the first one. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
And he sinks the second.
You look at the skill, the shooting, the length. LaMarcus Aldridge is perfectly suited for today's game.
Bridges against White. Pass to Johnson. Booker outside. Here's Kaminsky. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Spurs leading by 5. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the three off target.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. From 11 feet away, that one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
Booker outside. Aldridge against Saric. The feed to Kaminsky, and Pirtle sends it back. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Some changes for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Sheck Diallo comes in for Saric. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Both shots good from the stripe.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Lobbed up there for Booker. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Rejected by Booker. Johnson outside. There's the pass to Ayton. 9 feet out. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Now here's White. He's guarded by Diallo. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now, he's hurting the team.
Ayton against Pirtle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, that's not a great foul. For Rubio's career, shoots well over 80% from the line.
The Suns have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Though he's not known to be a great shooter, Rubio gives you a lot of things. Versatility, size out of the backcourt, and he's a coach out there on the floor.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for Johnson. He hits the second from the line. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Murray outside. Pass to Aldridge. 14 feet away, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Oubre off the drive. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Murray. He's got 8. Outside DeRozan. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
One of the biggest progressions for DeMar DeRozan. Now can create a shot off the dribble in a variety of ways.
Booker outside. 1:49 left to play here in the half. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rubio against White. Kicks to Pirtle. There's the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
A nice shot by Booker.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Right side Aldridge. Murray left side. Shot clock at 6. Right at the free throw line. Second chance shot. And it's Aldridge with the bucket inside. Aldridge has got 9 points.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Aldridge definitely knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Oubre outside. Ayton kicks to Booker. Oubre on the wing. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. .32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Murray outside. Passes it to White. Back to Murray. Aldridge against Booker. It's good. And that's now 11 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Murray against Rubio. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front. They lead by a bucket. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now holding a 2-point halftime lead. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they've funneled people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Murray out there with White, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Murray against Rubio. Murray outside. Shoots over Rubio. Murray, no good.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
The Suns have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And that one falls from Saric.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
DeRozan passes to Murray. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Saric. The drive by Booker. Comes up empty down low.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
DeRozan on the wing. And here's the break for the lead. And there's Booker on the assist by Ayton. That's 10 points for Devin Booker.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. He kicks it to White. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Pass to DeRozan, 18 feet out. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Why not? When you have a scorer like DeRozan, keep going to the well.
Rubio against Murray. Rubio the pass to Šarić. The pass to Booker. 5 to shoot. Aldridge against Šarić. Over Aldridge. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Murray against Rubio. White the pass to Pirtle. The Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Aldridge. Knocks down the 10-footer. Aldridge has got 13.
As bigs go, there aren't many guys who can light it up like Aldridge. He's been relentless tonight.
Rubio outside. Booker right side. Hangs in the air. Rebound San Antonio. Pirtle's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's White. Another one falls for San Antonio. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And here's Rubio. He has 6. Pass to Šarić. Shoots from the baseline. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Great execution. He got the ball in the right spot, and he delivered with the turnaround.
Aldridge, the pass to Murray. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Šarić. The Suns trailer. Rubio outside. Šarić finds Ayton. On the wing, Booker. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Passes it to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Murray against Rubio. Pass to Booker. Dishes it to Johnson. A miss that time would have put him up. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And it's DeRozan missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. No good from Booker.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Šarić, and it's Bridges in for Ricky Rubio. San Antonio also making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for Derek White, and it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray.
With a full head of steam in the open floor, there aren't many ways to stop DeRozan from scoring.
And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Kept alive. Baines kicks it to Bridges. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. No NBA offense is requiring spacing, and Bryn Forbes, a shooter who could not be left open.
Not at all. He's a gunner, still rounding out his game, but the foundation laid is with his marksmanship.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in.
He was one of those great summer league stories. Bryn Forbes can get by as a knockdown shooter while still rounding out the rest of his game.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Spurs leading by 4. Gay outside. Over Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
So it's the Spurs now. Now the pass to Aldridge. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. To the left side wing. Here's Bridges. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here is Forbes. Pass to Aldridge. Gay with it. Johnson on him. Count the basket.
And despite some recent injuries, Rudy Gay showing a great burst on that drive.
Booker outside. To the right side. It's stolen by Bellinelli. Fires from 14, and that one's good by Gay. And now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
And when you're defending Gay, you have to keep this in mind. He takes a lot of pull-up jumpers.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Back to Booker from outside the arc. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Oh my goodness, his 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
So for the Suns, Sheck Diallo comes in for Frank Kaminsky, and Oubre subbed in for Johnson. The Spurs also with the sub. Mills, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here is Forbes. Here's Gay. And too long on the shot. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The drive by Booker. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bellinelli dishes to Mills. Baines with the block. Oubre against Bellinelli for the lead, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marco Bellinelli picks one up. The Suns have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the Spurs making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Spurs have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Mills finds Gay. Here is Forbes. Passes it to DeRozan. Great D that time from Oubre. Banked in off the glass. Oubre's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Mills. He's got 8. Pass to Forbes. Six on the shot clock. Gay left side. Will it go? It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bridges gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Spurs trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
For Phoenix, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Free throw good, Booker.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
PA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. For 3, Bridges. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. DeRozan, the open look. That one off the back iron and out.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Bridges misses. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 6. Spurs passing it around. Outside DeRozan. Beyond the arc. Another miss by DeRozan. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Oubre against Gay. The 9-foot shot. Oubre can't get it to go.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
Mills finds DeRozan. Rebound by the Suns. Diallo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Oubre. Makes it off the glass. Oubre's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Spurs shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. The pass to Gay. Outside DeRozan. Down low. Shots good by Lyles. Lyles got 10.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker looking around. Bridges against White. Now, here's Bridges. Defense is right there. No good from outside. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. Jack Diallo is out there with Ayton. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And they continue to control the glass.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. But they recover it. Saric passes to Oubre. Shoots over White. Oubre can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Rudy Gay hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Suns leading by 4. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Spurs shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Now here's Mills. Inside. Gay can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Saric passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Spurs trail by 8. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to White. Outside DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gay misses.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Saric. Ayton kicks to Saric. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Oubre. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Count it. Ayton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
White up top, covered by Oubre. DeRozan against Saric. And DeRozan kicks to Gay. Pirtle trying to get open. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Diallo the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Spurs. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Now here's Johnson following the miss by DeRozan. Johnson, the pass to Diallo, and he comes up with the deuce.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
It's Gay on the wing. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The dish to Murray. They could use a bucket. Pirtle. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Murray against Rubio. Saric outside. Here's Diallo. Another one falls for Phoenix.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Spurs trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Murray, here we go. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Suns.
Murray against Rubio. Pass to Saric. Back to Rubio. Pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. He dishes it to Saric. Shoots over DeRozan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And the foul's on Cheick Diallo. That is his first foul of the game. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Murray with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Diallo. Saric outside. He kicks it to Johnson. Rubio outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's a reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
And Johnson drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Murray outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
The first one falls.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game. Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
To the paint, here's Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First free throw is good. Good on both. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. It's an 18-point game. Aldridge finds White. Here's DeRozan. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Booker the pass to Šarić. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Pirtle pulls it down. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Carter, he's checked in for the Suns. Spurs trail by 18. Murray with it. There's the pass to Pirtle. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And, Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
To the inside, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Spurs trail by 20. Now Murray. White the pass to Pirtle. Down low. Here's Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Saric.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
And the second free throw, good. Phoenix leading by 19. And here's Rubio. Pass to Bridges. Here's Ayton. White covering. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Ayton trying to break free. And there's Bridges on the assist by Ayton. Ayton's got 3 assists tonight. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. It's stolen by DeRozan and stolen by Ayton. Here's Johnson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by DeRozan. Murray outside. Passes it to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Plenty of space. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rubio right side. And Pirtle sends it back. Outside DeRozan.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Shooting 2.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Bridges. Both free throws good from DeRozan. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. Pass to Oubre. And the pass to Saric. Over Aldridge. No good off the back of the rim. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Here's Rubio, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Ayton, the pass to Saric. Now Johnson, defended by Pirtle. Offensive rebound. Oubre outside. Ayton. Johnson finds Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Aldridge. White, wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Suns.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Here's Rubio, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Ayton kicks to Johnson. Here's Oubre, another 3 for Phoenix.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson dishes to Rubio. Pass to Oubre. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Oubre. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.